Hey guys, welcome! Today we are doing a video that's a little bit different. We're doing a DIY video today. I have done a couple of DIY videos in the past, but I don't do them that often. So this might be a little different than what you normally expect from my channel, but hopefully you will enjoy it. And if you do like these types of videos and you would like for me to do more, then make sure you tell me down in the comments so that I know. Hopefully you will like this one. Okay, so the idea today is that we are going to replicate the monthly subscription services that everybody is subscribed to these days. And we're doing it as a gift. We're doing it in mind, with a person in mind, as a gift. So a little backstory on why I'm doing it this time. I am doing this for my sister-in-law's birthday, and my sister-in-law picked the wrong day to be born. My family, we don't do a whole lot of things together, but there are a couple things that we do together pretty much every year. And during the week of her birthday, one of them falls on the weekend before and one of them falls on the weekend after. And they're basically activities that take up the entire weekend. So for her birthday, we have celebrated at both of those activities kind of the best we could before with, you know, pre-packaged Hostess cupcakes and, you know, those big pie-shaped cookies and that kind of thing. So we've tried to do it that way, but most of the time we end up just having to go out to a quick dinner one day squeezed in during the week. And, you know, it's not that we disregard her birthday or anything, but it is sort of rushed, and it is one of those things where we're always trying to figure out how to squeeze it in around the events that we have. And I don't know, that just sort of feels like, you know, she gets shorted a little bit sometimes just because of that. So for her, I like to try to do something, not all the time, but every now and then, just to make it a little more special. You know, like one of the times at one of the events, while she walked away, we decorated the pop-up tent with, you know, birthday stuff, and when she came back, we kind of surprised her. And I've done a theme birthday party dinner before. She really loves the fall, so, you know, we made all of the food, you know, Halloween type food. So we had mummy hot dogs, and we made a skeleton pizza type dish, and we had a skull that we filled where the brains would be with, you know, a cheese dip, and just tried to make it a little bit fun. She had a newborn baby at the time, so we dressed the baby in a little costume, and I just tried to make it a little more interesting, because it was still kind of still just a dinner we were trying to squeeze in during the week. But anyway, so I try to go a little above and beyond for her birthday sometimes, not all the time, but this birthday is kind of a significant one, and that's what I had in mind for somebody else who might think that this would be a good idea. You know, you could pick a significant birthday for somebody, like they're turning 30 or they're turning 40 or they're turning 50, or maybe it's somebody who's away at college and you're not going to get to see them on their birthday, and so you just want to make it feel a little more special because they're probably feeling, you know, a little blah that they didn't really get to celebrate their birthday with family. Or maybe it's somebody that's away or overseas or in the military, or who knows, whatever your reason would be. But this is something I would do for somebody when you're trying to make it just a little bit more special, or it's a little bit more of a significant circumstance that their birthday is falling under. Okay, so we all know the monthly subscription service is that you get a package in the mail once a month, and it, you know, has goodies, and it just depends on what type of subscription service that you have. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you kind of how I am doing this. So my sister-in-law doesn't really know about these subscription services. You know, she's not big into, you know, beauty and fashion like I am, and she does watch some of my videos and things, but I think sometimes she kind of hits play and like goes and does something else, and, you know, just kind of does it to be supportive, but you know, likes it to an extent, but isn't as passionate about it as I am. And so she's not really familiar with subscription services. So I have to kind of explain to her what this is all about to begin with. So here's kind of what I came up with for the first, how I'm handling the first month. So the first thing that I did was, it starts off with this. And this is just a piece of paper. I just printed this on a piece of colored paper, and I turned it into an envelope. And when I'm ready to seal it, I'm just going to seal it with a Halloween sticker here on the back. So you can see I have a couple little, Halloween pictures at the top of it, and then I have some writing. And this writing is explaining to her what this is all about. So I'll just read this to you so you can get an idea. Okay, it says, one of my favorite items available on the market today are the monthly subscription services that deliver a package to your door every single month filled with beauty items or eco-friendly items or food items, depending on the type of box you are subscribed to. There are so many types of subscription services available that they even have them for your pet. I think they're such a fun idea that I decided for your 35th birthday I would come up with my own monthly gift box. Every month for the entire year you will receive a monthly box filled with a handful of fun or useful themed items that can be used throughout that month. This is the first of 12 that you will be receiving throughout your 35th year. Inside you will find a description card explaining this month's theme. Each item on the card has a symbol next to it so you can easily match the description with the gift item in your monthly box. Proceed to open starting with this envelope and enjoy. Okay, so inside the envelope I have her description card. There's always a description card inside the subscription boxes. Most of them, there's like one that doesn't really tell you what the items are about, but in most of them they have a little description card that, tells you a little bit about the items and also tells you a little bit about the theme. And so mine is no different. Here is my little description card, and again, it's just a piece of paper. I printed all of the information on it front and back. I trimmed it down a little bit so that it would fit inside. I just trimmed the edges off. I shortened the margins, trimmed the edges off so it would fit inside of my little envelope. And I printed it on it, the front and the back. And so here's where I explain to her what the theme for the month is. It says, we all know that fall is your favorite season of the year, so we are going to do it up right. Who says Halloween is just for kids? We're going to get into the spirit of it too. Okay, so it's obviously a Halloween themed subscription box. It's a Halloween themed box this month, right? Okay, so before I go any further, I'm just going to show you, the first item that she's getting. And so rather than package this in some type of a cardboard box, I'm going to give her something a little more fun and interesting. If you subscribe and you get it in the mail, you're going to get it in a mailing box, right? Well, I don't want to put it in a mailing box, so I'm going to put these items in something a little more interesting or something that she can use. So this first month, the items are going to be put down into this little tote bag that has spiders on it. You guys have seen this before. I showed you this before. Okay? And so this is going to be, the box where all the goodies are tucked into. And so I do explain that in the first thing I said. Halloween goodie bags are great at any age. This spider tote bag is perfect for hauling your lunch to work, or for carrying home a big stack of spooky stories from the library, or even for taking some scrapbooking items along to get some creative time in during a 15-minute break here or there. The deep purple color is perfect for October, and all of those spider webs are sure to make your neighbor say, "Eek, spiders!" Okay, so all of the items are going to go down in there. And what I have done on this is each description for each item has a little, it has a little picture next to it. Okay, going all the way down. And I have printed up those pictures again here. And I'm going to explain that to you here in a minute, but I just want to show that to you now. So each description on here has a little picture. Now, just to give you an idea of kind of what the gifts are like, because it is a theme, we're kind of following the theme. So we have the idea that we have the goodie bag, we have the trick-or-treat bag, right? And then we need a costume. Now I'm not showing you all of the items, I'm just showing you a few. So then we need a costume. her daughter loves animal print. So I have this little eye mask that has, you know, an animal print on it. And I put a cute little message about the eye mask that says, like, next you're going to need a costume, so why not take some style tips from your oh-so-creative daughter and go with an animal print. Pretending to be a wild animal should get you in the mood for Halloween. And then I go on to give a little hint about what her gift is, right? And so, like for this one, I say, sticking with the animal print, you're probably going to need some rest after using your last little gift. You know, that makes sense with the gifts. So this little gift should be perfect for any vampire who needs to stay away from the sunlight. You know, because the idea behind this is, you know, she has trouble sleeping sometimes in the morning because the sunlight comes in the room. So, you know, you can wear these, obviously we know what these are for, you can wear these to sleep in and try to block out some of the light. And then I throw in the cute little vampire reference, you know, saying they have to stay out of the sunlight, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you kind of get the idea here. We're trying to make it fun, we're trying to follow a theme. We're trying to give her little lead-in hints, and without, you know, telling her what the gift is. And then obviously with Halloween, you know, there has to be some candy. So, you know, here's one of her little gifts. It's the autumn mix, candy corns and pumpkins. She loves these, so, you know, because it's Halloween, she wants to get some candy in her candy bag. She's got her costume and her bag, so now she needs to go get the candy, right? So, you know, I say, next up, what good is a goodie bag without any goodies? Trick or treat isn't just for kids. Treats are great at any age, and a little goblin told me these are your favorite. Well, a little goblin to tell me, I just knew that, right? But anyway, so we just are trying to make these little sayings on here, you know, cute and entertaining, and have them make sense with the theme, and have them kind of give a little hint of what might be in there without actually saying what's in there. Okay? So are you guys kind of following how the little gifts go, or how I came up with the theme, and, you know, how I'm keeping it a running theme? Okay, you guys get that? And then, like I said, each one of these has, you know, a symbol on it, and I printed a matching one like this. So what I'm going to do is, inside the tote bag, everything is going to be wrapped. And so I'm wrapping it in this purple foil gift wrap. This is like sort of like a cellophane style gift wrap, but it's a foil finish. So I'm wrapping it in these because this kind of matches the tote bag. And then I'm going to tie it off with this black, you know, curling ribbon. So everything will be wrapped in the foil with the curling ribbon. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to match up the tag that goes with each clue, and I'm going to tape this onto the gift. Okay, so it will be on the outside of the gift. So then she knows when she's reading the clue on the paper that has the little picture of the little boy dressed in his little overalls with the hat that kind of looks like a little scarecrow sort of outfit with the jack-o'-lantern, that she reads that clue, and then she finds the gift inside the tote bag that has the matching tag on it, and that's the one that she opens to go with this little saying. Okay, and then at the end, I say, I hope you've enjoyed your first October box. Stay tuned, November is just around the corner. And I have a little candy corn at the bottom. Okay, so, and every single month I'm going to do, you know, a box, and each month will be different, and we'll have different little things in it. And, you know, they're not expensive things, but they're little things that she either already likes, or things that she can use, or things that maybe she's never had before, but that she will enjoy. And, you know, they're all going to be different. So here's what I want to say to you if you want to try this. You're not going to be able to copy exactly what I did, because whoever you want to personalize this for the person that you are giving it to. You know, you want to give them gifts that you know that they will enjoy, and you want to make the sayings or the theme kind of match that. So, you know, I didn't have to do a Halloween theme this month. I could have done just a fall theme, or I could have done a food theme, or I could have done a beauty theme, or an eco-friendly theme, or, you know, I could have taken any hobby that she likes. She enjoys scrapbooking, so I could have done just a whole scrapbooking theme, or, you know, just anything. You can really do anything that you want. But I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of how you can sort of put it together to make it work. And, you know, every month she's not going to get a tote bag. She's going to get, you know, she's going to have some different type of container that holds the gifts together. And, you know, every month I might not do the envelope. I'm not going to have to explain to her on the envelope what's going on and what this is all about every month. You know, once she has the first one, she's going to kind of get the idea. So the second one might be a little bit different. I probably will still print out, you know, clues and some type of description card, but I may not do it exactly like this. I may not do it in an envelope, or even if I do put it in an envelope, this might be a little bit different. Maybe I will print the theme description on the front of the envelope instead of at the start of the card, right? So you're going to have to personalize it in a way that, you know, that makes sense. And that makes sense for you, makes sense for the gifts, makes sense for the person, makes sense for the time of year, all of those sort of things. So don't try to copy exactly what I'm doing. Just take what I did here and, you know, allow that to give you some ideas on how to get started, or you know, just use this as inspiration to come up with your own way of doing it. Okay, so hopefully I explained that to you in a way that makes sense. And now I have to actually go and wrap all of these things and actually get it put together. If you have any questions about it, or maybe I wasn't quite clear enough, or you're not, you know, or you just have a question about how I'm going to implement something, then please ask me down in the comments and I'm happy to help you there. Let me know what you think of this idea. Did you like it? Do you want to see more things like this? I don't do DIY stuff all the time. I'm one of those people that tends to do it like I just feel a burst of inspiration to do it, or I just feel a need to be creative and come up with a way that I can make that happen. So it's not something I do all the time, but when I do, I really like to have fun with it, and I'm more than happy to kind of share the ideas with you. So if you have any ideas and you would maybe like to see how I would implement them, you know, that could even be something we could try to figure out a way to do. So any kind of ideas you have, you know, comment down below and let me know what they might be, and I can try to come up with something for that. Any questions you might have, whatever. You guys know how this works, right? You guys know how I roll. So hopefully this is helpful, or hopefully this seems like fun to you, or maybe this gave you some ideas. And if you decide to do something like this, then please let me know that you're doing it. And if you make videos, I would love to see a video of what you come up with, or multiple videos of what you come up with. And I think that's it for this time, so I will see you guys next time. I gotta get to wrapping.